Well, traders, here we are, Wednesday, July 16th. Excited to stock and roll with you guys. What we've been focused on here lately is having the utmost discipline. That's where we see most traders derail their accounts. Lack of a better word. If we really want to get to that light at the end of the tunnel, we need to not derail. It's not a train at the light at the end of the tunnel. It is our escape into profitability. We got to focus on good discipline. So everyone's got a strategy, right? The strategy has potential. Discipline unlocks it. Risk management protects it. And then consistency is what's going to compound it. So focused on good discipline here today. And we have a good equity curve if we do that. This morning we're seeing... CYCC, I just saw they came out with some news at 9 o'clock. This is too funny. They got a spike off of this news as well. CYCC at 9 o'clock, the company said they are aware of their ticker volatility yesterday, but they're not aware of any material developments or changes to operating or financial conditions that precipitated the July 15th volume and price action. That's too funny. Yeah, so CYCC, they're aware of the volatility, but not aware of any changes. Yeah, I mean, I like it for continual backside play. I mean, if we were getting a spike on that news, funny. I mean, there's a lot of longs underwater there, CYCC, so I'll be monitoring that one for some backside action. And just to be transparent with you guys, I took a $40 dip yesterday because I didn't take my CYCC stop off. I've done that a few times now. CYCC, I had a stop. Apparently, I took all of it off and had a stop still, and the stop bought me shares. Thank God I became aware of it and took it off before the end-of-day dump. I need to not do that again today. Help remind me. I will be focused in on working orders that are out there floating in the ether. I may just take the stops off too, right? Might be a good idea. All right, so CYCC, the news of not aware of any news. And then AMPA, that one, of course, yesterday, CYCC, AMPA. AMPA, I mean, this one could be a little slow fader today as well. This morning, we got NUWE, that's holding up really well. Tiny float, 3 million. It had a morning spike, $8 up to $16.81 right now. NUWE. SBET is one I'm monitoring as well. SBET, they're up nearly 35% on the day. The company provided an update on its ETH holdings. Announces they now have 280,000 ETH. They've earned 415 ETH in stake rewards since June 2nd, their strategy launch. It's sitting up here at a resistance level. This is a play SBET that recently made a big move up to $124. It's been slowly curling up, getting a little extended off of its trend towards some resistance zones from way back then in June. So that one I'm going to be eyeballing for perhaps a little bit of a short up against 35. This morning we have, which this may be, no, not halted yet. APM is in a merger. APM is a tinier float play too. Actually, hang on. Let me divert my attention real quick. SRM's getting a little spike. Let me see what's going on here. SRM rebrands to Tron Incorporated and adopts Tron as its new ticker symbol. Okay. When are we changing? Effective July 17th. So tomorrow, SRM will now be TRON. Just changing their name. TRON. All right, SRM. Yeah. This one, not too long ago, SRM made the move up in mid-June. A few dollars up to 12. Getting a spike off of that news. Isn't that crazy? changing its ticker symbol. That's the market we've been in. Mr. MG in the building. MG, how are you? SRM, I'm going to be eyeballing. D Pro, I like this one against 450. 450 looks like some good resistance on D Pro. Dragonfly, I believe it's Dragonfly. Yeah, it's a drone. D Pro. Drones have been doing well lately. Department of Defense play. QLGN, lower float play as well. We didn't go over quite yet. QLGN, Qualigen Therapeutics. They got approved for a patent that's good in 20 countries. QLGN. Now, there's 685,000 in the float. They just cracked under VWAP and looking fairly weak at the moment. APM heavy off of 34 too. Okay. WINT just spiking up on the scans right now. They just came out with some news. 922 NT. All right. So that one just tapped. I'm telling you guys, this is why I've used Thinkorswim so long, because all my resistance lines are mapped out. Look, it tapped that resistance line perfectly. I didn't map that out right now. All right, we got 5 minutes till the market opens on up. Oh, no. What did I do? MG, what you watching this morning? So, yeah, that's WINT. Every one of these little low float Pennyland tickers has been coming out with treasury strategy, this and that, for as far as BTC goes. They're all essentially turning into crypto tickers in the low float land. Mr. Patel in the building. How are you this morning? Good morning. All right, let's continue this green week, guys. Focused on the series, not the individual trades. Focused on the series of trades this morning. This has been a pretty solid green week thus far, and we've been focused just on maintaining good discipline risk management. Good discipline and risk management across the board. That's what defines a good trader. Not do they have a good strategy. Do they have good discipline risk management? Couple minutes till the market is open. All right, so D Pro is heavy under VWAP right now. I don't mind taking this trade against like the 450 VWAP area. I got 450 on D Pro mapped out. 450 really up to $5 is good resistance. And look at the trend D Pro's been on. I mean, it's been on a nice trend, nice steady uptrend, but it's getting a little balled off of it. A little overbought off of it. The steeper it gets, the weaker it gets. So let's see if that makes an extended move up to short into that. QLGN, that one dumped. APM dumped. NUWE. Spiking up to new highs, NUWE. Okay. All right, so right now the leading play, NUWE, is $3 million in the float ticker. What is that? A healthcare stock? I mean, some of these random healthcare tickers have been moving up. They came out with the news yesterday. They secured a U.S. patent for a blood filtering machine. Is that what we're up on, NUWE? Strengthening its position as a leader in fluid management innovation. All right, guys, 30 seconds till the market opens up. NUWE, lower flip play, taking a lot of the attention. And again, CYCC, I don't mind that one backside. It's already pulling back. They came out with the 9 o'clock news that they are not aware of any changes in their company as to why the ticker had the increased volatility yesterday. I don't mind a backside play there. I'm sure that doesn't help their case out on CYCC. Company saying that. Alright, I'm monitoring CYCC out of the gates here. See what NUWE is doing. Did that halt up? NUWE halted up. Alright, yesterday, a strategy that was kind of working out for me is, with NUWE at least, when this worked with CYCC and AMPA, shorting into weakness as these things are kind of selling off into a halt, shorting into weakness. That's something I'm going to be looking for on NUWE. I don't necessarily know where we're going there, but if we wait for confirmation, I mean, look at this thing floating up here. NUWE, I mean, that looked like fairly good news with the ticker yesterday that it came out with as far as a patent for their blood filtering machine. But again, I mean, at what point do you see selling pressure? I mean, at some point, people are going to take profits on these names. We have a lot of resistance up towards 40. Is that where we're headed on NUWE, up towards 40? We'll find out. Top of the morning, Mr. Fades in here. Fades NUWE. I'm looking to short into a halt on that one, so I'm just going to monitor it. CYCC is kind of a backside play. Fades. They came out with 9 o'clock news saying they don't know why their ticker was moving so much yesterday. CYCC, let me go ahead and just, I think I'm going to take it. Or not. Dude, what the? It was just at $10. I was about to pull the trigger. Well, that's annoying. Mr. Bob, how's your eval going? Bob in the house. And then D-Pro, what's D-Pro doing? Oh, I missed that morning spike. Okay, D-Pro I do like. I'm going to start D-Pro 444 on a short. 444. Sizing into it against like the 470s. 470s is going to be the risk there. It had a morning spike up, got met with a lot of the resistance from pre-market. That's exactly what I wanted to hit on D-Pro. Kind of missed that move, so I'm looking for sloppy seconds here. I don't mind. Let me just think about hitting this one again. Yeah, D-Pro with the morning spike into the resistance. In at 444 would like a little bigger position, but this one's off the trend. It's had a if you look at the last however many days, 100. Let me look at the 180-day chart. Here's the trend we've been on. It's been on a nice trend. It's just getting overbought off of it. Nice trend, hitting some resistance, getting overbought a bit. All right. Just at 100 there right now. I'll look to hit it on a pop. Perfect fall in the house, too. Good morning to you, Perfect Fall. NUWE still halted up. CYCC sitting on VWAP right now. Never mind, wrong ticker. Okay. D-Pro, I'm going to smack this one again right here. It's heavy under VWAP right now in that morning move in 450. A few areas of resistance overhead. I'd like to see this one down towards 420 and snap that. But 420 is a level of support right now on it. I can draw that out. Yeah, 420's been holding up as a level of support. Magic 20-cent area works on both sides. It's slowing down a bit too, but need this one to profit take down under 420. Come on, creepy crawler. QLGN major dump into a halt. Nice. Yeah, low float. Tiny flow. That was like one of the lowest floats this morning, QLGN. They came out with patent news, but not sustaining there. D-Pro sitting at 430. In the 420s, coming down to 420 right now. I'm going to take half off at 420 because that has been a bounce area. That's the reason for that. $420 has been a bounce area. I want to see it crack, though, coming up here. Make sure that counted. Okay. D Pro, I'll revisit. I took all of it right there on the bounce back up off of 420. Oh my god, WINT. That thing just hit 140 and completely tanked. SRM is quite interesting too. I don't mind hitting this one, SRM. They're rebranding to TRON. That's the only news I saw. Rebranding to TRON. A lot of resistance overhead from recently. $9 being really the risk guide. TRON. All right. Yeah, monitoring SRM. D Pro, I don't mind smacking that again. Kind of like how James was playing that ticker yesterday like a fiddle. Just keep, keep hitting it on pops. QLGN fade, you're working that one on the halt down. APM spiking back up towards some resistance areas. It's at VWAP right now, APM. Okay, I'll keep that one on watch. NUWE is open right now. NUWE. I'm going to have my finger on the trigger here. If she's going to halt down, I'm probably going to try to hit it into a halt down. Just watching it right now. No trades yet. She may head up towards that 40. Watching NUWE for a potential halt down to short into. Short locate 71 cents a share. Whew. Yeah, fingers on the trigger, NUWE. I just want to catch it into a halt down. If we start selling off, that's the idea for me. She's still buying up right now, though. It could head up towards that 40. She could head on up there towards that 40 area. Back up towards the highs. D Pro, that one just cracked under 420. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, 416.18 right now. NUWE still kind of holding up right now, sitting around 25. Halt back up on QLGN. I'm surprised this thing has not halted again yet. NUWE. Waiting for some selling pressure to come into it to get involved. It looks like she keeps could be even accumulating shorts here too. Pretty good pullback there, NUWE. D-Pro, I see it sitting over there, sitting at about 420. NUWE is 26 the top. All right. As soon as I take my eyes off of it, she's going to halt down. But look at that move, straight back up. 22, straight up to 24. All right, let's I'm gonna sift through some tickers while that one's still playing around. What's APM at? APM's been slowly curling back up to its pre-market highs. SBET, the one I kind of liked for a short against 35, is pulling back in too. SBET. Man, SBET. Dang it. Why didn't I take SBET? Shoot. I'll be looking at SBET for a pop to get involved with that one. James, what happened? All right, SBET. Maybe I take it up here. It's getting a little pop. God, I feel like I'm shorting too far off of the highs. All right, I'll start SBET. Kind of don't want it to curl back up to the zone at like 33 to 34 area. I could hit it again up there, but back up into the 3350s. Wouldn't entirely love it. I want all that to hold up as some resistance. So I don't mind hitting it again, especially it's having a fast pop right now, like a whole point. Whole point is popping up here. I want it to be heavy on pops and fading off of that, what the move it made this morning, S-bet. So have a position there at the moment. May look to hit it again up towards 33 to 33.50. Short at NUWE at 17. It's discipline and risk management. That's what it is. That's the edge. That's the new edge we're going over, James. It makes sense to you, right? The discipline gave all the profits back, and you were so close to getting funded. Yeah, it's just not marrying, having discipline, knowing the risk. Because we can all do it. We can all do it well. It's just a matter of stopping out well, losing well. Okay. All right, I'm going to work this S-bet and see what happens here. CYCC looking heavy. It hit your stop. Okay. Lost 100. The drawdown on the account is 100 though, right? For the day. All right, NUWE still battling 25, it appears. S-bet heavy, coming back down to the lows. Glad I hit it. Would have liked a little bit bigger of a position here. Was looking to hit it again. Gotcha. Gave it all back from pre-market. Got it. All right. Well, don't trade tilted. Find the next setup and keep your wits about you. $33.26 is my average on this. NUWE low 22s. Is she starting to look a bit heavy? I'll throw a few shares on NUWE. It's going to be tight for me, though. Why does that happen, dude? Why does that happen? Sometimes I set the stop and put the price in, and then it like the price that I put in does not stay that it doesn't stay that price. It like reverts back to just the current price. So aggravating. Yeah, blacklist it. Yep, blacklister. Alright, S-bet, I'm considering smacking this one again. Sitting right up near my average and tightening the stop a bit. Yeah, so smacking it up here. And then giving it a decently tight stop. I was having a big squeeze right now. Yeah, back over 33, I'll be done with this one. NUWE halted down now. Nice. All right, I'm stopping out at S-bet. D-Pro ended up popping up again. D-Pro 410 up to 450s and 60s. Yeah, NUWE. That is annoying. D-Pro back over 450. Ugly looking chart on D-Pro. Incredibly ugly. APM is halted up too, guys. APM halted straight up. Yeah, NUWE, there's my entry and exit. I mean, right next to each other. Right now, I'm red a little bit on the day after S-bet. S-bet wanted to stay heavy, spiking right up towards a lot of the resistance areas from this morning. And APM. APM halted up. All right. APM 955. She halted up. $5.75 million in the float. APM 320 could serve as some resistance. APM, I do like this one as a short. I mean, regardless if it trends higher, I mean, it's getting overextended here. Could see some profit taken APM. So I'm gonna have my finger on the trigger with it. SRM getting a pump right now too. A lot of pumps happening out here right now. SRM pumping up. It's got over $9 resistance on SRM. I might give SRM a little love tap up here, guys. Yeah, I'm going to tap SRM up and over $9, I'm going to hit it again. But I'm going to start a position SRM. Bulls are eating so far. So far they're eating a little bit. They're getting a little appetizer in. We're about to get the 4-course meal though. Alright, I'm going to hit SRM again. Slowing down a little bit. And then APM, I can't forget about that one. APM, I'm going to be probably smacking that one too, just FYI. Alright, decent pullback on SRM. I'm going to take half off 816 of an 852 average. SRM, I'll look to probably hit it on a pop again. I have half the shares left. I was looking for a bigger move there. Get a little bit bigger size. Right back up into the 840s, okay. I don't mind hitting it again, giving another love tap. APM, I'm kind of, does she open up? APM, oh shoot, APM opened up and it's pulling back. Alright, APM is open. And SRM, I'm going to smack again. SRM smacking again on this slow curl back up towards the highs. Okay, APM heading up towards $3, it looks like. APM. Are we halting up there? Yeah, APM looks like she's halting up. Alright. What's QLGN doing? Still heavy? Fades? Stayed with her milking. APM, halted up again. SRM, I'm working this, fingers crossed, sloppy seconds here. Hitting it for sloppy seconds. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to hit this one again. And it's going to be... Yeah, I'm going to hit it again. The risk is just going to be up and over the highs on SRM. So I have a couple hundred going on here. 843. SRM pretty much 860. Probably be out of this one. Just heading up there right now. Let me see what she's gonna do. Yeah, the slow curl back up to the highs. XAGE is hungover. Hangover, yeah, I remember that one from yesterday. So SRM slowly curling back up to the highs. I'm not a huge fan of that. Probably just gonna have to get out of this. Finger is on the trigger for this double top. Yeah, alright, I'll be out of it. Dang it. Alright. Down 73 on the day right now. But the day is young. SRM squeezing up to new heights. I'm looking for bigger moves than what these tickers are giving me. Like I'd be green right now just taking everything off if I kept doing that, but maybe that's what I ought to do right now. Yeah, I won't fall too in love with her yet. Looks like we need to slow down today. Perhaps the emotions say speed up. But yeah, I need to not do that. A couple of these tickers just aren't working out so far for me right now. SPY is pulling on back. SRM up through 9 now. So stopping well. It's hitting a resistance line for me right now too. I just like all the resistance that we're running into on the daily. That's what I like with SRM. Oh man. Stopped out too early. I sized in too early. Didn't stop out too early. Sized it a bit early. You know, widen out the risk a bit on it. But yeah, it's just running. The news on it, Bob, is they're changing their ticker symbol. Yeah, the news is pretty much irrelevant. These are just long bias traders jumping in here. About a 10 million in float ticker, but it's run into a lot of resistance the last couple weeks. Is why I like it. I like the 920 a lot. Man, dude. Sometimes a little early on these. I called for the $9 too, but I didn't scale for that. All right, I'm going to give her one more try, guys. SRM, one more try. I'll hit it again over up towards 920 if we get that. But this will be the last try. Tapping this resistance really well at 9 that I like. XAGE has been a good fader for you. Yeah, good work there on that. What's D Pro at? D Pro still setting up towards 470. Some resistance up there at 470. QLGN's been fading. APM still in the halt up. NUWE slowly, coming down a little bit. This could have been a big trade for me. Got involved too early. All right, I'll take half off in the low 840s. Low 840s. I'll look to do what I did before and smack it again on pops. Maybe the wrong idea there. I'm trying to let leftovers work. Maybe today's not a leftover day. APM opened up yet? No. Oh, APM just opened. I'm probably going to hit this one. Wow. Through 320, 330. Are we halting up again? 330s. I'm smacking it. I'm smacking it. Up at the magic 20-cent area. 350s will be out. Want to see some profit taken. 350s will be out. Can we halt down? I might hit it again if we halt down. Can we go into a halt down? Unbelievable this thing is holding up so well. Without much profit taken at all. What are we doing, APM? Figures on both sides of the coin here. I might be stopping out of it into a new high. Yeah, 350, I'll be done with it. Wow, look at this thing. Looking for the halt down to size into it, but looks like she's starting to go sideways a bit. Not a lot of profit taking on APM thus far. With 320 is my average. Wow. All right. Been going sideways for like 5 minutes here. On APM. What are we doing, APM? Stop out at 350, otherwise size into it, into a bunch of weakness. Did you guys see that? She just dropped to 280 and bounced right back up. That might be a reason to get out of this. I'm considering it. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that. I'm going to get out of it. I didn't like that. We snapped to in the 280s and then just bounced right back up immediately. I did not like that one bit. So APM, revisit this one. SRM still working it. Man, I haven't got a lot going today. Mr. Doug in the building. Halt down APM. I wish. NUWE's been a good fade. I guess his volume has been going over to APM. I mean, maybe APM works. I did not like that crack at all. Wanted it to crack and see some panic and capitulation there under 3, not a bounce straight back up to 320. SRM curling all the way back around too. Cutting leftovers on SRM. Man. Down $68 on the day. I mean, I just haven't been able to get anything working, really. Happy with everything managed well. Nothing's been working thus far for me. Nothing has worked continually, let's put that. The QLGN's been pretty good for you fades. And then what was it, XAGE? Has that been a continuation fader as well? Yeah. The 5 minute on APM, it's had 2 red candlesticks. If you can't beat them, join them. Oh, there's a pullback, 330 to 307. That one's just taking a little while. OP spiking right now. Get another spiker, OP. Oh no, OP. All right, OP. OP tapping 250. I'll start OP. Man, I mean, 320 is mainly the risk here, guys. Yeah, perfect fall. No more market hours. Have you been sticking to that? No more market hours? Yeah, I got to distract myself from it. Does she just spike straight up? 360s. Yeah, look at that. $3 up to 380. Good God. OP, I'm going to short this one really against 320. OP. I'm going to slow scale this one, OP. Slow scale this one, and this will be the one that just dumps immediately. I got 150 shares, 239. I want to slow scale this up to $3, but it's look at this thing already in the 20s. Oh, 20s and then bounce up to 240s. If I looking at the past chart history, OP, it's got so many upper shadows into the 350 range. so many upper shadows into the 3 to 350 range. So I'd like to build a position. I'd like it to be quicker. I don't want to stair step. APM hit $4 now. All right, $4 we've hit on APM. It felt, it felt like a dead giveaway. When I saw this thing, I was shorting this at 320, and then when I saw it crack under 3 and then immediately bounce up, that was a bad sign for me. I thought I shouldn't be involved there, so I took it off. I want to see it crack, stay heavy, capitulate. Gotcha, perfect fall. Yeah, that seems reasonable. I know I can get green on the day. It's just gotta stay smart. Not down much, and really nothing's been working for me that I've taken. OP is working right now, but I don't have a position here, really. Alright, taking half off 213. Yeah, I don't in the half off thing hasn't been working today on any of these tickers. SBET, D Pro, SRM, and maybe OP now. It's frustrating when you leave leftovers and they don't work. Leftovers being half of the position. I might even hit OP again on a pop. I actually do like that chart quite a bit. It's had a difficult time a lot recently getting over $3, so I may hit it a few times. Yeah, I mean that's really perfect fall. That's really just experience seeing that. When you see that and the gut says, that ain't good. I mean, that's shorts getting out that are stuck. It's buyers stepping in. A few things that aren't looking great. And APM still kind of going sideways off of 4. So there's just guys trapped there is what it looks like. I think there's an opportunity there. Just got to kind of wait for it. And here's OP. Like I just said, I took half off, and now it's up from 210 straight back up to 240s. It's like, what in the world? I'll hit it again with the shares I took off up here in the 230s, and I do plan to slow size this up towards 3. But man, I don't know. Is it just me, or are you guys getting this? I mean, other than those 2 that Fades took, I mean, even SRM, put in all these random upper shadows. You guys getting some of this choppy action too. SBET, the same thing. I try to take a short there. Just look how choppy that is. NUWE, that one ended up being a nice fader. Actually, a nice fader on NUWE. Kind of a slow day too. Yeah. All right, there's OP back down to the lows. She gave longs an exit though. Again, up there. Gave longs another exit. Yeah, I'm fighting to be green on the day. Sticking with OP. I haven't taken any off yet. In APM. Look at APM again. Did the same thing. Snapped down about 40 to 50 cents and popped right back up. NUWE, still a good fade. Man, that's been a short on pops. Are we snapping to new lows on OP? Looks pretty heavy right here. I'll take another half off, 209. All right, so down 31 on the day right now, but I'm up 22 on this ticker, so we're inching our way there. Inching our way there. OP, give us another sloppy seconds pop to short back into. Sloppy thirds. Nice, James. Have you been able to work your way back to your top watermark on the day? SRM up to back up to its highs on the day too. All right, APM, is that the top now? $4, pulling back in a little bit. APM. I just don't trust this ticker. I don't know if I really want to get involved with it. Just like Perfect Fall said, sometimes you get that eerie feeling with the ticker, like, I probably should stay away from it. That's a little bit of how I'm feeling with APM. Oh no, what do you do, Fades? SRM triple top up towards 920, pulling back a little bit. That ticker too, I don't know if I really want to do it either. Ah. Oh no. Can you can you take them out of timeout? What were you trying to click on Perfect Fall? All right, NUWE trying to break up towards VWAP. OP down at 208. So far, this has been the only ticker, guys, that has really worked out for me, and it's gotten me pretty much break even on the day. OP, and all the other trades has probably been like three or four losses and one winner. One winner get me back to good on the day. Maximizing the winners and minimizing the losers. So, I mean, if you step into the office and you really, truly say to yourself that today's going to be a good day. I'm going to take good losers. I'm going to let the winners run. I mean, you'll do well. Don't allow yourself to take large losses, and you'll be just fine. Timeout. So timeout is a time thing, though. You may have put them in timeout for may have been for like 5 or 10 minutes. Here. Perfect Fall. You're getting upgraded to a standard moderator. You can review and remove chat messages, hide or put users in timeout, so you can get fades back. So now you're a standard moderator. Perhaps you can, perhaps that'll bring you back to life. All right, let's stay heavy under $2. OP. Pop back over 2, I'll be out of it. I want to stay heavy under 2. All right, it looks like it's about to pop up over 2. I'll get out of it all 198.9. Hey, there you go. Perfect Fall. He's back. Back in action. All right, are we green on the day? I'm red, $3 in fees. Oh boy. All right, I gotta trade something. Good. I like this chart. At least I have one decent looking chart on the day. Look, there's me not trusting APM. Look at her go. Sweet baby Jesus. APM up through 4. Maybe we should start taking some longs into these on these plays into these halts. It's hard for me to do it, man. It's hard for me to do it when ticker's up 400%. Bounced right off the 20 EMA. It's currently resuming. You got it lower, 375. Man, there's opportunity there. There is opportunity there. We flip around, see if we can find anything else to trade. NUWE's heavy under VWAP now. It's really... I mean, I probably ought to get a little better at this. It's just difficult for me to take an entry 7 points off the highs. It looks good. It's red on the day now. The open was like 1880s. Red on the day, heavy against VWAP. I could take a short, risking something like that. You're risking $20. Really, you just want to stay heavy under the open and under the VWAP, but could give it a little wiggle room. So hard for me to take a trade like that. I want to, but I don't. That's like a decent setup right now that I'm seeing with plenty of room to still pull back in. Outside of that, I mean, SRM 920 was the magic area that held up. I mean, I called it, but couldn't handle the chop emotionally. I mean, I was just wanting it to happen a little sooner than it did. Triple topping up there under 920. And it is cracking a little bit of this trend that it was on. No. It's about to hit SRM. It's already in an area I don't really particularly want to hit, but pulling back from 910 into the 840s now. Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can do it down here. One thing I don't do is chase, but I like that snap. Snap to 870 trend, pulling back down towards VWAP right now. Stop is above 20 for NUWE. Yeah, I like that too. I was thinking the same thing. I mean, it looks bear flaggish, like we could see another leg down here in a little bit if it's going to stay heavy under the VWAP. When's 8 p.m. going to open up? Maybe within the next minute. You look at the past chart history, 8 p.m. again, see what we're looking at. I mean, 520. 520 is not bad. It just opened up. Set up towards 7. It could get 720 into the 5s. I'm going to do 8 p.m. I'm going to start at small. Scale in up over $5. I'm starting really small, like 50 shares here. Let's see if we can... I'll hit it again up and over 5. probably have to call it a day if I can't get this to work, because you know, some days, like, what was it, Monday, made 300 and some dollars. Everything was working. Yesterday was a decent day too. Today's been a little bit more of a battle. If we halt down, I'm going to size into it. If it looks like we're about to halt down, I'm going to size into it. $329 have to sell off to. Small size, catch up with the trend of it. Always can size in. Yeah, very true. We are profit taking a little bit. Are we going to get bought back up? Because APM has continuously gotten bought up. So what are we going to do here, APM? Make up your mind so we know our fate. Our fate lies in your hands, APM, whether we're green on the day or not. Not an entirely brilliant strategy. But it is nevertheless a strategy. Out of commission at the moment. Got it. Well, are you still working some leftovers on a few positions? APM. It's trying to hold. Look at this level of support it's now trying to hold. You see, guys? 380, the previous top. That's now trying to turn into support. That's what we want it to crack under. Yeah, it's trying to hold the 380, 375 area right now. That's kind of the resistance it broke through. That's attempting to hold a support now. To me, it looks heavy. I'm going to hit it again right here. It looks like it may snap under it, looking a little heavy. Come on, APM. Brought my average down quite a bit. Need it to not buy up here. Right on the trend, real heavy. Come on, crack under it. Come on, man. Let's go. Don't buy up here. Do not buy up here. Crack it and hold under. Crack it and hold under. Crack it and hold under. I'm waiting to take any off. I'm going to take half off here soon. I want to see how far we're going to flush. I mean, I may add into it into a halt as well. I'll take half off. $3.95 average at the moment. It's not like capitulating. It is selling off, but there's not, the panic isn't there yet. I think longs are still wanting this thing to get accumulated, and that's what they're banking on. So there's still a lot of holding and hoping on this. We haven't really seen the elevator down emotional kind of all hope is lost moment. It's just a steady, it's been like a steady little decline on this. Because of the 10-cent rule, I may have to take it all off here soon just to make sure I get that profit. $3.85. I'd have to take it all off at. Yeah, so we're seeing a little steady decline here, but we haven't gotten capitulated. For the longs to have that all hope is lost kind of moment and see this thing really start elevatoring down, we need some more speed. We may or may not get it. We cracked 385, 380 area. See what she's gonna do. Okay. Let me just take it all right there. I don't want to risk it missing out on that 10-cent roll. So I'm green on the day barely. Quite a bit of fees. Still on a trappy trend. Yeah. It's happy trend. Trappy trend. 5 minutes still above the 90 MA. So yeah, it's still holding up. Trying to hold up right here. Cracked under its previous top that was support, but now it's got a little bit of a new trend to it. It's trying to hold this bottom trend right now in the 9 EMA, as you guys pointed out. Whew, what a day. Running and getting nowhere is what it feels like today so far. Still with QLGN, James. Nice. That's been one of the best plays of the day. NUWE, look at that. Look at that. Should have taken it. 18s. Heavy under VWAP, heavy under the open, and continuation there. So take lessons. Me included. Take lessons. I've seen these quite a bit, these that go sideways under VWAP, and this is what we see often. It's a good setup. Good trade, guys. APM now looking heavy as well. $340s. James has got a counter on it. 330s. Man. I don't want to give up yet. Oh, D-Pro finally snapped. All right, D-Pro 460 down to 420. Bounced right off of 420. Dang it, D-Pro. You couldn't have done that earlier. Not very nice of you. S-Bet just hit my 35 resistance mark. It's been a choppy play. I'm not too enthusiastic about getting involved there. SPY took a nosedive. Did they come out with some... What did Trump tweet about? Yeah, I still like APM, but I feel like I'm going to get faked out of it. One second, guys. James, 30 seconds to crash. Wow, OP climbing back around. She's been good to me, the OP. I may have to take her. APM. S-bet higher. I'm going to try OP again up here. On this pop. 218. Probably give it to like 230. Yeah, OP on this pop. I'd like to see it back down towards the lows too and lower. Crack this kind of bear flag. It's a little bit of a bear flag in my opinion. We'll see if it holds VWAP or snaps back down under. APM. I'd like to be involved there with you too. I just think I'm a little far off with the entry I'd like. And then S-bet, I'll try S-bet up here. Over 35 again. I'll give her one more shot. S-bet. S-bet and OP. S-bet, I'll give that. Oh, OP just snapped. Good. And then S-bet up here at a resistance line I got mapped out. I'll give her another shot up here. Against like... If it starts climbing up towards 36, probably be done with it. APM, let's see $3. I don't know. I'm tempted, Fades. You're making me jealous over there. No. I'll wait. If I went into this, it would be a starter similar to you, and I give it like 40 cents of wiggle room. I'd probably only be going less than 100 shares on it. All right, S-bet cooperating, OP kind of cooperating too. Yeah, agreed, Fades. Love it. Love this group. Problem is, my room is so damn hot. I need to get like a couple AC units in here because the HVAC one isn't good enough on its own. I got the lights, computers, 2 computers, tons of monitors. OP, whoa, into the 190s. Anybody working this with me? I'll take half off, under 2. Good. Let's get some profit going, guys. All right, OP's been good to me and continuing to work her. And then S-bet. Let's see what she's going to do. I'm going to stick with her for a little bit here. BRNS? What ticker? BRNS? Oh, okay. I didn't see that one on scan. Yeah. Wow, dude, look at that. All right, straight up to 190, down into the 120s, and then straight back up. Oh my God, I'm getting deja vu from this summer. Earlier in the summer, these reclaims. The deja vu from earlier in the summer, dude. These reclaims like this were cray-cray, as the kids would say. Any news here? I'm not seeing any on TOS. Let's look left of the chart. Left of the chart. Dude, this chart looks good. It looks good because we got a lot of resistance overhead. Okay, 250. Up to 320. 250 to 320 is the zone. The zone, as we would call it, on BRNS. $250 to $320. This S-bet. This S-bet's been so choppy. Just don't even like it. All right, BRNS. I'm going to be smacking that one from 250, probably 220 up to 320. I think that's the range, so I got to scale accordingly there. Yeah, when the bias kills, yeah, the bias was killing during that time. It was a humbling period earlier in the summer. All these reclaims. All right, we just opened up. I'm going to start it with 25 shares, and I'm going to be sizing up into this. I'm just getting a slow start to her. Getting a slow start. Let's get up to 250. I'll hit it again. 280, hit it again. 320, I'll hit it again. So I'm just starting real small. Plan to size into this thing. All right, hitting it again up here towards 230. Hitting it again, 221 average. The plan is for 320. $221 average right now. Did APM rug pull? 3, a little bit of one, yeah. All right, BRNS. A lot of hype and attention may move over here. 220 average at the moment and just kicking back for the time being. We're about to halt down. Are we about to halt down? Burns, just fingers on the trigger here. If we're about to halt down, I want to hit it with some more. 190. Doug called it. Okay, that was a pretty significant sell-off off of the highs there. 265. We are hitting some resistance I've mapped out, but it goes all the way up to 320. Resistance I'm seeing. All right, S-bet, I'm up 25 on it. It's pulling back. I think I'm just going to take a point on this ticker. I think I'm going to go ahead and take a point here. I think. Let me see what she's going to do right here. Yeah, Doug, I'm aware. Appreciate that. All right, S-bet, I'm still letting her work out. And then Burns, what we can do. Like it to stay heavy against the highs at this point and size into it against that. She's making her way up to potentially new highs here. Yeah, new highs are incoming. All right, let's see 320. Let's see 320 coming in. I'm gonna hit it again up here, and then hit it again at 320. So I have 100 shares, 231. S-bet has been dropping off the map. I'm gonna lock that one up. Yeah, locking in S-bet. About a 1.5 there. And then OP. OP's good. OP's good. And BRNS. Fighting these new highs right now. I didn't see any news. There could be, though. On Thinkorswim, I'm not seeing any. It's in the range right now I like. Look at this chart. 250 up towards 320 is really good on BRNS. this range here where we could see an upper shadow start forming. It's in a really good range right now. I don't want to marry her by any means. I have 100 shares at 231. I'm up on the day. I think this is a good opportunity. I'm willing to give it a little bit more risk. Yeah, 310, we could see that, Doug. I like that. I do like this trade. I don't want to marry it. But 320 is probably the ultimate risk guide for me on this, which is going to be about $100 if it gets up there. That's probably going to be the risk guide for me, which will be $100 if it does get up there. But yeah, that daily resistance looked sexy, dude. That daily resistance looked great. 3-year weekly. I mean, it's already forming an upper shadow against it. You see this? So, I mean, really, I could just play the high a day and size into it a little bit more if this 280 is going to be the top. I wanted to give it this full range up to perhaps 320, but if the top is set, I don't mind hitting this if it's going to stay heavy under 250 now. OPs in the 180s. I think OP, I'm going to take the rest of that one off. Yeah, OP. Hell of a chart. Alright, all out on OP. Now I'm just working Burns. BRNS, Burns. Seeing if we can stay heavy under 250 now. Didn't take profit on APM. Yeah, that's a tricky name, man. That's a tricky name. Come on, BRNS. I am tempted to do what I was telling you guys, maybe scale it against the highs that I just put in. Tempted to. The daily looks good potentially for that. Huh. I don't like it sitting here, though. Sitting right at 230. Need to snap under 220. Here's what I may do. Not really wanting it to make new highs here. Not entirely what I'm wanting. I'm going to smack it again. The risk is going to be like highs, high day, 233 average. Snap under 220. Let's get back under like 220. That'd be pretty good on this. Alright, let's get the crack going here. Let's get the crack going. Under 220. Really need to crack here and get under 220. Not bounce up here. Let's get the crack. These plays like this in APM are taking way too long to do what they typically do. The longs are out. They're buying these things up. Maybe it's the Thinkorswim hyper scalpers. The ones that didn't get banned. It's about to take some profits off under the 220 crack. We haven't got it yet. Maybe here we go. Alright, I'll take some off 214. Oh my god, look at that bounce. It's an APM style bounce. APM style bounce back over 220. That is actually crazy. I'm still going to trade this thing against 320. Took half off. I'll start resizing back into it. Gonna have to be patient. Yeah, James. Today's been a lot of patience. I mean, finally green on the day so far. Green about 80 bucks. But it certainly has required some patience. This NUWE. Where are we going, Burns? Hitting Burns again. It bounced up here. It's kind of a slow bounce. I'm not going to play around too much, though. I'm not going to play around too much with it. Back up towards the highs. I'm out of it. In fact, on this bounce, let me maybe even hit it again. It's rejecting, guys, the resistance we mapped out is perfect. I mean, it's rejecting it perfectly. Looks to be rejecting that level perfectly. I know, hitting it again to mess up the average, yeah, that can be rough. 270 average. 270 is good, man. Good work. 270 is a good average. I'm going to probably hit it again, and I like this 250 risk. Back over 250 over under. Yeah, 250 over under is going to be my adjusted stop because I'm in a couple hundred shares here now. I want to give back the whole day. I got to be kind of tight with it. It's popping up right now. Come on, baby. Let's snap. Come on, come on. Is it nap time for the Bulls yet? I know. I don't want to have my stop too tight here, but I kind of have to, because then I'd be at risk of giving back the whole day. $235 average here. I want it to stay heavy under this line. It's like 250 line. So far it is pretty well, but we need the profit taken and panic to ensue now for that crack down to 220 to actually hold this time and get under VWAP. I mean, it looks good. That's why I put some more shares on this. I like it. It just gotta be a little tighter is all. Come on, dude. Let's get under 220. Don't bounce up here, please. I beg of you, Burns. Get heavy, get under 220. Stay under 220. I will relish you in praise. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Come on, baby. Mm-hmm. Taking 100 off. 209. Got 100 left. And that, my friends, is how you recover and get your $100 on the day. Slow scale too. I like this. I like this chart. I mean, it looks like I'm oversizing into it, but I'm really not because I start so small. I only recently had 200 shares on it. But other than that, I was really slow scaling this thing. The plan was up to 320. James, that's your signal. Yeah, I mean, really, it's not a bad signal because I do take early entries. So just wherever I say I'm getting in, just wait a little bit longer, then get in. You'll have some good entries. I mean, I'd do the same thing. All right, who's green on Burns? Nobody's getting burned on Burns, are they? Do we have other do we have contrarian of the contrarian traders in here that are like longing everything we short? I'm alright. I'm gonna take 50 off down here in the low 190s. Low 190s, 50 off, got 50 left, 235 average. Alright, green team, how we doing? Kicking back with leftovers. Doug, got your email, looking at it. Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. The weekly chart on APM, gorgeous. I like your setup. I like your setup you got there. Going over the 1 minute. You got the 15-second, the 1 minute, and the weekly. That's a good looking chart. Alright, 1 second. All right. Yeah, I'm glad I had the stamina to keep trading because I was slowly getting burned out, and then Burns pops up. I'm like, well, maybe I can put the fire out with Burns. BRNS. I think I'm gonna lock it up, guys. I think I'm gonna lock this day up. I probably shouldn't. This thing has room to fall. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Scratch what I just said. I'm gonna hit Burns again, and the stop for me is gonna be up and over 220, and then I'll get out of it. Up and over 220. I'd like it to just stay heavy against under 220. So 221 is my average now on it. You know what? The 10-cent thing may mess me up, though. How does that work leaving leftovers? I don't know. On like every share you take, you got to be up 10 cents or more on? Because that's going to mess me up now. I got to make sure. I got to make sure I'm profitable on this trade. Because this one got me good on the day. Okay. I'll just take it. All right, up 134. Let's make sure those went through. Yep. All right, $772 on the account now. Officially halfway there to the target. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling really good. Like I feel like I've had a green day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Not trying to sound any kind of way. I'm just speaking to you guys, speaking to my friends here. I feel good. Feel like I'm either going to step in and have. I know I'm disciplined. I've been disciplined this week. I know that's what I got to focus on. I'm not worried about taking a large loss. I'm not worried really about a red day either. Because it could have happened even today. Would have been small. I guess the thing I'm worried about right now is like my impatience to reach the target making me, start swinging a little bit more. Start swinging and then a drawdown could happen. I'm just, if I'm being honest, I'm just not content with the $100 days. So I'm just worried about that. But outside of that, I'm feeling really good. If I just stay small, because I might trade 5 to 10 tickers in a day. And if I make 20, 30, 40 on each ticker and I get it over 100, then that's great. Monday was 300, yesterday was 100, today is 130. So I just need to stay small. Like something I went over in my head is, Kevin, whatever share size you want to, start your position with, you cut it in half, essentially. Because I do take early entry sometimes. As James pointed out, James likes to wait a little bit after I get involved to take the trade, which is a good idea because I do get involved a little early, but cut the share size in half. That's pretty much the concern right now. Burns down at 190. Another $20 would have been nice there. The 10-cent thing messing with my head a little bit is the reason I took all that off. But I like this chart. I mean, yeah, it looks like I was going to add into infinity when I really wasn't. It was a slow scale there. Slow scale. Thank you, Doug. Awesome recovery from red to green. How did your day end up going, Doug? You switch your weekly out between the 5-minute daily and weekly. Yeah, I like that too. I mean, the 5 minutes are great. All of those are great time frames. Perfect Fall had a small green day today. Green nonetheless. Just need to start trying to stack green days. Yep, green days can scale. Yeah, I have realized that with these green days. Because, yeah, I mean, 4, 5. Just don't let any red days wipe out your work. Because right now, the chart's looking fine for me. Don't let any red days wipe out your work. SRM finally on VWAP. But traders, I think that's gonna APM looks. I mean, this looks like a similar chart to Burns, where it's heavy under a resistance area, 380 being the risk. But it's a tricky, choppy one. I think I'm gonna wrap up today. Guys, if there's any questions at all, feel free to reach out via email, averydaytrading@gmail.com. If you need an eval, 5% off in the description below. But good work, traders. Green team prevails. Once you get funded, you got to wait 2.5 weeks anyways. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to take me that long or more probably. I'm not swinging for the fences, you know. We're trading the series of trades in here, so it's probably going to take about that long anyways, or more. But yeah, at this rate, 100 a day, I got to be content with it, but it's going to take a whole nother week or more. You shouldn't have traded Monday. Monday, you blew up, something personal happened, and the mind wasn't right. You know, Doug, we've gone over this before, too, with, I know Mark Douglas has as well, and it's so true. I mean, it's so true. I'm glad you're aware of that. I mean, he was saying, because I was reading some of his book or watching one of his podcasts, and he was going over how it's not an uncommon story at all for him to hear about the blow ups, and it's always like he doesn't even ask him anything about the trades. He'll ask them, what was going on in your life that day, and there is always a catalyst as to why they blew up that was outside of trading. It was more inside the mind. It was more inside the mind and things that are going on in the outside world. Time fades, yeah. What's the minimum when you get funded on the 25K account? When you get funded, what's the goal? Is it a similar goal, 26,500, or you gotta make a little bit more? Is it pretty much the same account, except now it's a funded account? You grew, yeah, growing. I mean, growing an account about 100%, Doug, is very impressive. It's very impressive to do that. I mean, that takes a lot of discipline when your back's against the wall like that. So props to you for that. I mean, it shows that you can do this. We just always have to be in that preserving capital, preserving our profits mode. What we make, preserve that capital. Burns is making quite the recovery up here. Right back up to the 240s, 50s. Is a sloppy seconds entry. Could be a sloppy seconds entry. I'm done on the day, just answering questions or whatever. I'll take the 130 and run. A little tapped out. James, another entry. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's not bad. From what I'm seeing out there, that's not bad. Oh my god, look at this thing go. She's squeezing up right now. Telling you, these tickers are strippers, man. Tickers are strippers. Today, deja vu from the beginning of the summer. If it works after this trade, James, you're going to be funded. I'm rooting for you. More bearish is APM. Yeah, APM is finally, I think. Finally, I think APM. I might have to trade this. I'm gonna trade APM. I think she's finally starting to slow down, and this thing could start pulling in a little bit. I'm going one entry on it and one entry alone. See, this is like a right or right out kind of play. 75 shares. 350 is the risk. So I'm just gonna pad the wallet here. I'm not blowing my load on APM. See if this thing can start just profit taking, pulling back down into the mid twos or so. Fades. I was about to get out of here. Look at what you're doing to me. Um, Fades, is the profit target the same for TTP? Like profit target and the max drawdown, is all that the same when you're funded? All right. It all's the same. James, you asked him yesterday. Gotcha. 2,500 target on the 25K account instead of a 1,500 target. 2,500 target. Okay. You go below your getting funded mark. Your account gets deactivated. You mean just the max drawdown, right? So it's going to be max drawdown will be the same, right? So $1,000 max drawdown. Right after you get funded, James, if you go right after you get funded, you have no drawdown. Probably misunderstanding you. Right when you get funded, if you go below the funded mark, the account gets deactivated. So you have to have a green trade right away. It's probably a drawdown, $1,000 drawdown or so. Yeah, 250%. You got to grow the funded account. Yeah. Music in the market. Hey, good to see you back in here. Yep, back from vacay and working this eval still. Didn't you got funded music in the market, right? How's your account going? Oh, APM. APM just had a little dirty snap. Same drawdown rules, got it. Let's snap even further. Yeah, I think that's wrong, James. I mean that would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. Oh, music, sweet. Do you have? Did you get an interview with Michael? I want to watch it. You got my email if you don't mind sending it to me. I'd love to watch that. Got funded on the 50K account. Amazing. Eligible for a payout in 14 days. That's incredible. Good job. I'm gonna hit APM here again. It looks weak. Oh baby. Come on, APM. Come to daddy. Come to papa. Let's get back in the 80s. Oh, don't do this. Stay under 3. Stay under 3. I'm going to take half off. Want to stay heavy under 3, though. Back in the 80s. Under VWAP as well, guys. APM is under VWAP now. Man, it's a matter of being patient. We stuck around here till lunchtime, and you guys know longs take a long lunch break. After their momentum plays, they take a long lunch break, and here we are ready to scoop her up. Cover some of this position at least and start hitting this thing for the ride on down. Oh, James, yeah, we can watch her. Yeah, I mean, if you don't care music, we as a green team could watch your interview on Friday. We did that with Fades. It was a good interview. Us longs gotta have a drink. Doug, I hate to single you out if you're the only long in here. But these are the days I like, man. I mean, I love 20 here, 20 there. And, I'm up 180 before fees. And that's just like really, I mean, probably the most I made on one ticker was like $50 or something. Uh, I feel good with my trading because I can think clearly when I'm trading for about that much per trade. I feel like I can really think rationally. I'm in full control. That's what I like. I feel like I'm in full control. Let's freaking go, man. I'll take it all there in the 70s. There we go. About 170 on the day. Yeah, 50,000 accounts. Nice. Well, I mean, what were the. I'd have to look at the profit target and max drawdown on that, but I'm assuming you had to. Gotcha, music. Yeah, slow and steady. Just play into that, right? I got you, Fades. I mean, it makes sense. What I really like about having the 25K though is really have no buying power issues at all. With a few $100 account, it's impossible for me to trade how I want to. With 25K, I can be in a lot of trades at one time, taking the edge across the series. That's what I like about that. Oh, Doug Brisket. Ooh, I've been wanting to get one of those Traegers or Pit Bosses. The Pit Boss combo one looks sweet. Been wanting to get one of those for a while because I've tried my hand at brisket on an electric. Oh god, the smoker, the electric smoker, but it does not turn out good. I think I need to up my game, get one of those. 3,000 is the profit target, and then now 5,000. Nice music. Making 3,000 is no joke. I mean, you know what you're doing. Very good. Protecting that protecting those profits really well. All right, we're over halfway there. Less than $700 away. James, did you get funded? This thing pulled back to 220. Yeah, the 5K account's tight. I mean, $200 drawdown force you to be very disciplined. That is the good thing with that. It's a very good thing with that account. And Doug, you're long bias, but just would like to be able to do long and short. Yeah, just trading objectively. Just taking the trades as they come. Pit boss are good. Yeah, I heard pit boss, like the guy who started pit boss actually worked at Traeger. He was one of the guys at Traeger. Branched off and created pit boss and just undercuts them essentially. You passed the 25K challenge 3 times, and then you tried to size up and blew those up, so be careful. Yeah, I remember the email you were saying that. Just be careful not to go too, try to go too fast, too quick. So I'm trying to bear that in mind. It is the one thing I think I'm struggling with mentally at the moment. I do want to push the pedal, but I'm doing well with the small share size to make a couple $100 in the day. I mean, I'm doing well with the small share size. I need to keep up with that. Don't try to push the needle on any one ticker, because then I'm going to get over biased on it anyways. So fades, let's assume you guys music fades, you're gonna reach payout status. You're gonna get payouts in a couple weeks. Does your funded account just drop back down essentially to 50,000 or 25,000 in your case fades, and you pretty much just start over from the funded? Once you start getting payouts, they don't make you go through like the eval again, do you? Unless you max loss. Burns is starting to look heavy now. Triple topping up here at 250. I'm gonna try Burns up here. Oh, well, that was a bad idea. Alright, bad idea. Never mind. Abort mission. APM's the heavy one under VWAP. Burns. Alright, yeah. Burns looks like it's about to start squeezing up. Alright, I'll take the 150 on the day. I'm going to call it right there. They have an edge with the funding process. Once you make 1,500 in the 25K account, you can't lose more than that 1,500 back. Okay, I'm trying to understand. Once you make 1,500, you can't lose more than that. So the 1,500, you can't lose. Once you make 1,500, you can't lose. I mean, let's say you withdraw the 1,500. I think I'm understanding. We'll find out. We will find out. Yeah, Burns is looking inverse head and shoulderish. 220s being the left and right. Looking kind of strong. We'll see what happens. Let's go wrap it up for me, though, guys. We'll take a green day and move on to tomorrow. Let me make sure there's no working orders. No. All right. Yeah, there goes Burns, too. James, stay safe on that one. Otherwise, traders, appreciate you guys. Green team prevails. Let's get funded and start getting paid out. We will see you guys tomorrow morning.